Listen up.
It's the number one voice of the tri-state. I'm number one. It's Cooking Up 215. So let the show begin.
Turn me up.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, and this is Cooking Up 215, where we get you up close and personal with your favorite artists, entrepreneurs, shakers, and move makers. And we got some major shakers and movers in the building today. We got my man Esso Hynaken in the building.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Listen, man, I appreciate y'all taking that ride, coming down, you know. Come sit in the kitchen with me, bust it up a little bit.
Of course. I'm glad that I was able to join y'all.
Yeah, y'all highly booked and favorite right now, you know what I'm saying?
Thank God.com.
Y'all everywhere, y'all on the world tour.
We just spoke about that on the ride down here. He's like, yo, where we gonna take this world tour towards to? I was like, Pakistan, Aruba,
Kazakhstan,
Dubai.
everywhere.
Yeah. But you know, Esso don't like going to places where they don't allow you to smoke. So he's like, bro, no Dubai.
I heard
No this.
Burner turned down like a M or something like that because
it ain't worth
smoke.
it.
Yeah, they're gonna jam you up. They're gonna jam you up.
But I
big
mean,
time.
what about just not smoking? Like that's just
It's not an option.
That's not an option. Like, I was really thinking that. I'm like, damn, Brandon, like you couldn't just not smoke for the time being?
It's not an option, bro.
Damn.
For some people,
I
that's
can
a
tell that you're not
lifestyle.
a smoker. Like, it's not an option, bro.
Yeah. That's real. That's real. That's a crazy vicious habit. That cost him an M. I'm like, man. I'd have sold it.
It ain't cost him an M. It was never his M. He'd get it from someplace.
You can't count that when you.
If you smoke, if you're a smoker,
Right.
anywhere you can't smoke, that's not.
You're not even counting that. You're not even looking at
never
that.
existed.
That's not even possible.
Do they allow you, like, so even though you can't smoke, like gummies, none of that type shit?
They
Like,
supposed to have nothing,
Nothing,
bro.
bro.
oh, yeah.
They gonna rock you. Yo.
You think they're going to change that soon?
No.
Nah. All right, man, let's get into it. You know, y'all are some goats in this game. Like, a lot of people might just recently become hip to y'all, you know, through everything y'all got going on in the last, you know, shows y'all been on and anything like that. But y'all been in this game for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Hynaken yourself, this is 50, you've been there forever.
Yeah.
And, you know, Esso, you was managing Rock Wilder, been associated with some major projects. You've been moving and shaking.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
Journey, man.
And you actually started off like in college, booking parties and everything like that, promoting.
I was actually promoting parties.
Yeah,
And then I
promoting
started,
parties.
and then I started doing shows and stuff like that.
Right. So you used to play ball though, and you was nice.
Yeah, I was pretty good.
Top 60.
Yeah, top 60. I was pretty
Damn.
good.
And then you made it to school, Morgan State, on a scholarship.
On an academic scholarship, it wasn't
Wasn't even for
athletic.
ball.
Yeah, ball. My basketball scholarships got taken away for doing something stupid at 5-star basketball camp.
Okay. But even when you went to college, you had all intentions on studying music and learning about the business?
Nah. Nah, I wasn't even. I just like I was like every other kid that just like rap. Nah, there was some kids from DC. 3 guys from DC: Marlon Powell, Kenny McAllister, and Bobby Jones. And they asked me to throw a party with them. And a lot of people, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, the majority of the people came to the party because of me.
Right.
And they were trying to add some New York flavor to their DC flavor.
Okay.
And it wound up being like a big New York party. And I was like, oh shit, I could throw parties. And my girlfriend at the time, Keisha. Keisha was going, she helped me throw my party.
Keisha.
Everybody.
She helped me put the party together. She was my right-hand man at the time because they didn't have the rest of the money to go back in because we actually lost money, but the party was successful.
Dang.
Yeah, so.
That first one, or it's like with all businesses, you know, when you first go in, you always lose, but that, you know, you get that name out there, you start building that brand.
You don't know about
you
that
get
when
known
you're a
for something
kid.
great. Yeah, when you're young, you're trying to make that money.
I'm 18 years old throwing parties in college. You know what I'm saying? You don't know you supposed to lose or you gonna lose before you gain. It's just you like it. Like I like the feel of when people left the party and I gave them a good time, or their good time was received or given to them because of me.
That's dope. That's hard. And you yourself, Hynaken, I couldn't really find like where you initially got in the game, man. Like where you kind of fell in love with hip hop. So I need you to kind of, you know, start the story off.
That's interesting because my whole career is documented on the internet, but what it is it's fractured in pieces.
Okay.
So that's why certain people that know me from the past will be like, I've known him for this. And then that's why you started at This Is 50. And other people is like, oh, it's my expert opinion, or it's bag fuel.
Right.
So it's almost like what they used to say about Tupac. 20 people ever met him, is 20 different stories. It's never the same cohesive one. But from the media side, I started doing it on college radio. And I went there to just do a promo run for like engineering services, doing beats. And somebody was just like, yo, this is the biggest ratings we ever had. Come back. I was like, all right, cool. Starring Buck Wild's rocking, whatever. Let's go for it. And
Starring Buck Wild was up.
No. I bought
okay.
them later on to the college radio spot. But what started happening, we was getting all these random phone calls, which didn't make sense because it's internet radio. There was no real antenna. So I was like, where you hearing this show at? And unbeknownst to us, our show would be fed on public access television. Oh. So when they had all the TV guide things showing up the shows, they was hearing us. So we going crazy.
Right.
So the public access had a deal with all the college radio stations. So it was Medgar Evers, Brooklyn College, Kingsborough, one other college I'm forgetting. But we always fell in that time slot perfectly. And then I remember one time we had Mano on there years ago, and he's like, where all these people hearing us at? And they would let us rock, because they was letting us curse on TV.
Right.
To speed it up, we like, yo, how we gonna get this thing popping? And when there's no slots on Hot 97 and Power, so we was putting out mixtapes of all our shows on digital platforms. It was on Dat Piff. It rated very high. We didn't have no music on it. And from there, when World Star came into fruition, we like, this is the play. Because now there's a
putting
place
it on World Star.
But this is before World Star was the thing. We just jumped the broom, and we said if we put it here, we can jump the line.
How did you know World Star was going to take? Did you?
YouTube was really going off, and people were having a hard time finding hip hop content. So you either knew to search it or you just landed on it. There was no algorithm. So when it was really on Smash.com first. And then they only posted like once a month.
Right.
And World Star was posting every hour.
Yeah. World Star was major when World Star
So
came
when we
out.
saw the format, the color, and everything, we saw the numbers, we was like, this is gonna go. Because it's a centralized location. You know, black niggas is lazy. They don't want to search. They want to be able to
go to
have
one
it
place,
right in front of their face. So
That's
when
a
you
fact.
saw this interview, that interview, and we was like, what? So we did a couple of test runs with local rappers to get our filming right, our programming right. Once we were confident, our first big interview was Pinky the Porn Star. She let us rock. She went crazy. She was clapping her ass on a microphone.
Is that where you fell in love with, like, interviewing porn stars? Because I know you did it with when you was on This Is 50 with what's that? What was it? Scumbag Gang?
Yeah. What happened was we couldn't get no rappers to come on the show. There's like, this is internet. This is stupid. Who wanted to hear this? Who's gonna load up the computer?
Right.
So this one girl, what's her name? Holly Monell. That was at one of the stations. She's like, y'all should just interview Pinky. I didn't know her at the time. So they showed me her video. I said, this is it. So she did the first interview with us over the phone. And he was there too. We had an interview.
Y'all been running a long time.
She was like, yo, y'all niggas is cool. When I come to town, I wanna be on camera with y'all.
Right.
And we was like, can we get Cherokee too? Because I was trying to get both of them. Damn. She's like, yo, real shit, Cherokee ain't doing that shit. And in that interview, Cherokee walks in. You don't see her on camera though. And that shit went viral because nobody had ever seen dudes talking to porn chicks like that.
Right.
That was regular life for us. Like,
I seen you had some fun. I'm like,
but that's what I was doing off the camera.
Right.
Ain't nothing crazy. I'm like, come here. Like,
No, I wasn't there. I had nothing to do with
it
that.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, actually.
That's the funny part though, cause it's like, yo, you be wild. You got some moments on that Scumbag show, but it's like, I know your situation, Esso, so you stay like, far removed from all the action. You like, I got no parts.
Married,
you like, I got no parts. But then y'all still like yin and yang. So it's
I had
like,
my time, but I wasn't on like. I don't watch content.
Like he really don't.
Know.
That's our secret weapon though. The fact that he don't watch it.
You're not tainted by everything. Because that's what happens. When you watch everything, you become tainted and you start thinking like what it should look like or what should it be. You start
his content is based on his beliefs.
Right.
And perfection and excellence.
It's purely
I've never seen content.
Yeah. You don't watch our own shit.
I don't watch myself.
Like the clips he posts up, I'll make them, and then he'll be like,
I look at the one in the clip when I'll be like, I post it. And he'd be like, yo, they going crazy over the interview. I'll be like, over what?
You don't even know what part they looking at.
Nah, that still goes on to this day. Like, he gotta call me and tell me, like, yo, the views is here, the views is going up. Yo, the interview is crazy. Really? What they going crazy over? Oh my God, you don't remember what you said?
No. When we had the legendary moment at My Expert Opinion with the You Love Him, right?
Mm-hmm. What happened?
When he broke down the industry.
I was drunk.
On how big artists are really programmed into our psyche. A lot of the times people feel like it organically happened, they rose out of nowhere, and Esso is like, enough is enough. I'm paraphrasing. Yeah. This is why it is. It's the market, Jay-Z, you love him. This nigga, you love him. And I'm not doing it justice. I'm watching it in real time. It's like I'm Pippen, and this is Jordan scoring 60. He don't even know he's scoring 60.
And he's just going off.
I'm just on camera.
I'm like, yo. I said, do you know what you did, nigga?
Nah, we be inside the car, but you gotta tell how it was. Like, the whole show would be done. We'd be there for mad long.
Yeah.
So we get in the car, so I always gotta smoke. So it's I smoke there, or even if I smoke with him while I'm talking to him, when I go upstairs, I'm gonna smoke again.
Yeah.
Right? So we smoking, and we just drive. I'm just sitting there like, come on, let's go home. But he stops, he's like, do you know what you just did today? And I was like, what I do? He's like, oh my God, we're going viral. You don't even know what you said. You don't know what you did. I said, what did I say? He's like, you gonna see, nigga.
And that shit went viral.
Let me tell you how ill it is. Because he was getting all the backlash. So he don't read comments. So when he's scoring his 60 points for paraphrasing, I'm not saying nothing. But everyone knows we're in league together. So he's like, yo, my nigga, why didn't you defend me? Why didn't you speak up? I said, my nigga, did you watch this footage? No one spoke, nigga. when God is painting, you don't interrupt.
Just let him go.
No, he had to watch the footage and call me back and say, oh, my bad, nigga.
My bad.
And I said,
so they was killing me. I mean, like.
What were they mad about, though?
The truth. That's it.
Niggas hate the truth.
It's tough.
The truth. I think that the more and more that they're exposed to us, they're getting used to it.
Yeah.
Because although people would vouch for it and be like, yo, it is the truth, people from the music business, deep end, pause, people still want to fight against what they dream it to be.
Yes.
Compared to what the reality is, right? So I'm a big person that's on reality. I'm reality based in every sense of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I would say stuff and I'd be like, I don't even understand what their problem is. And he would be like, because you're telling the truth. And I'd be like, I don't get it, bro. I swear to God, I would be sitting up home. I'd be like, yo, I've been doing this music business for 20 years, 25 years. Why would I lie? If I'm wrong, if I was wrong,
right?
So I tell people, somebody would have came out and said this motherfucker's wrong. They would have made a whole career off of me by now.
Yeah, by going in on how wrong
how wrong I am. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at him, I'm like, I just don't get it. And he'd be like, you're not gonna get it. And then, but now I feel like it's carrying over now because after we've left other shows, I'm gonna say this, they all declined. And I'm not gonna name their names.
Yeah, no, it's definitely.
It ain't just one. Every show that I've been on or he's been on, when we're not on the show, whether it's collectively or together, every show has declined.
Yeah, I can definitely say that y'all got a magnetic, character. I don't know, like people are drawn to you. Because even like when you first made it on, the other show, you
can name the show.
You can go for it. Yeah,
when y'all first got on Mav Show, mind you, I wasn't even a steady watcher at the time. But that's probably exactly when I started watching. Is when you guys was there. So I probably remember like my first time seeing Esso. I'm like, this dude is like probably somebody's henchman. Like he sit there, he got this look to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to fuck
I ain't
with
never
him.
heard that description
Like you really
before.
don't want to fuck with Esso. He got this look.
But he
He's
said
so
that.
silent.
That's why people don't approach me, I guess.
Yeah, he got like this silent killer look. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, this dude like he probably, he did fucked a couple people up in the game before. Like, so I'm looking, and then as it goes on, I hear your knowledge. So it kind of, it eases, and then people are drawn. They want to hear your take on something because they feel like you could speak from experience, where you had this thing about you, and you kind of only spoke when you truly felt the need to speak. Other than that, you was kind of silent, but it still was this thing where I'm like, who is this dude? You know what I mean? And I think that goes to speak on your character. And then you, Hynaken, I feel like you was down there like, co-host, like you just got a natural charismatic energy about you. So it's like, it's gonna go. Like,
yeah, I mean, we got a lot of history, a lot of experience with this. I've worked with a lot of talented individuals. And the formula I've seen is you gotta, and he doesn't like when I say this, you gotta dial down a little bit of your talents to let other talents flourish. Because every show I've ever been a part of that broke up, it was either because of money or Instagram. That's it. Yo, don't post this. Yo, why you posting this? And I'm talking about every show. I'm not talking about math. I'm talking about,
what about the Instagram?
Let me tell you, Instagram.
Anything they don't want to be on Instagram.
No, it's not that.
And you put it there.
It's different. No. It's deeper than that. Instagram now is your business card, it's your calling card, it's your clothing, your resume, your phone number, everything.
Yep.
So when that energy starts gravitating, even though it's digital, people can feel that shit. And they're like, whoa. And I'm not saying anybody specifically, but there's been times I see his page. I told that nigga, he's like, yo, did you see my post? I said, I scrolled by it.
He said, man, it makes me sick. So
I said, that shit fucks with me, and you're my nigga.
He said, so if it fucks with me, I know people can't stand your shit. They looking at your shit like, oh my God, he's still going. He's still going.
And I know it's coming. I saw a post, he showed it to me. I said, oh, this shit about to go hammer. He's like, yo, you ain't leave a comment. I said, it's too much, nigga. He said, you dead ass? I was like, yeah, nigga.
Like, yo,
at least you keep it real with yourself.
Yeah, because I'm a social media nigga, so I'm like, when I'll be like, yo, you ain't leave a comment, like you ain't like, I saw, nigga, you got enough going on, like nah, like I'm programmed that way. I called all my friends and was like, do y'all know how to repost? This was a long time ago. It was like repost, no. Get on your phone, pull your Instagram up. Let me teach you to repost right now. Go to my page. See that flag? Tap that flag. You see that? Boom. Put that shit inside your stories. But what else you need me to do right now? Just do that. When you get the hang of it, then start acting my name and everything. And we'll call niggas. Nigga, repost my shit. I'll be at dinner with niggas. I'm talking to my wife like, yo, why the fuck I see everybody else shit in your stories and my shit not in there? Put my shit in your stories. Oh, you curse too much. That's when we first started out because everything was a curse. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to change my language up to
just a little bit
fit if I wanted my daughter to post me, if I wanted my friends. Some people, some people can't post fuck shit dick.
You gotta give them variety.
You know what I'm saying? And then I came to him and I would be like, yo, I'm gonna stop cursing. Everything I come to him to say, he'd be like, oh my God. I'd be like, yo, I was born like you when I started. And I was like, yo, Hynaken, ain't no bitches checking for me. He's like, cause you married? I said, no, that don't matter. I've been with my wife, I've been married, she been my girl, bitches always been checking for me. Like, I got something's not right. I gotta grow my hair or something. You know what I'm saying? I was like, grow my hair. Bitches start saying, see? I'm
That's
getting
what it
comments.
was, huh?
Bitches start checking for me, right?
Yeah.
I said, yo, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna lose some weight. More bitches is
They
checking
start
for me.
checking for you.
You got to do the right thing. We changed some language and stop being this dirty.
Yeah.
More people checking for you.
Yeah.
That's how we was able to get on the other shows. I don't think people want to have you on their shows if you got to curse every other word.
It's like, what are you doing? You're going to mess up the algorithm. You're going to get me deplatformed. Things of that nature.
I was just thinking about that too, because I'm like, man, I use too much profanity. I need to like kind of bring it down some. I don't go crazy, but I still thought about it.
How about this? Did you see the interview with Rock on Joe Rogan?
The Rock?
On Joe Rogan.
Probably
it just came out.
About
a lot of cursing.
Oh, he was going in, but it was subtle. No, The Rock was cursing.
I know, but he's a superstar.
You know, but it was a natural convo like we would have.
Right.
And I know people who are not used to hearing that type of exchange of dialogue might be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he's just being a human.
Being himself.
He was being extremely vulnerable. And it's tricky with this YouTube thing. There's so much money involved right now. They're seeing black men becoming powerful doing this. They want any reason to lower the dollar value. So
you feel like using profanity.
Yeah, that's their way of stifling.
They make that shit yellow for no reason.
No reason.
They definitely do.
And they'll give you, but I found out there's a way to find out why. I meant to tell you.
My man, pots and pans.
The girl told I think Bianca told us. Told me.
Okay, bet.
There's a place you can go to on YouTube and they'll tell you why. I meant to tell you.
Like you can address that specific one thing.
Yeah.
Fix it.
I meant to tell you, bro.
So when they turn you yellow, I know they say like it limits the amount of ads they'll show.
No.
It limits the money, bro.
It limits the money, not the amount of ads. They gonna get their bread. They getting their bread.
So they just change the amount, the dollar amount.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
not
cut
for them.
that you get.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
They gonna penalize you.
That's wild.
Yo, listen. Y'all niggas, yo, listen, man. I'm gonna tell all y'all black people watching this, whether it's about the food or whatever, with the podcasting, and I'm letting the cat out the bag. This is one of the keys of why I'm blowing up and why my shit is moving. I focus on everything except the content. Everything outside of the content.
What's everything?
Marketing yourself as a business, not a brand first, because you become a brand once you do good a business and people know what you're gonna get, what they're gonna get when you're giving it to them. Then you become a brand. Once you get the reputation, then you become the brand. They know what they're gonna get from you. You know what you're getting from Drink Champs. You know what you're getting from Gillian and Wallow. You know what you're getting from Joe Budden.
Right.
You get it. Right now, we're growing because you know what you're getting from Bag Fuel when you turn it on every day. That's why we're growing, right? But outside of that, everything that you see me do is nothing to do with content. Hosting listening parties for Davies, dropping my own clothing. I'm doing signature sweatshirts. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was doing merch before that. We was doing spades parties. Sponsored by Bel Air.
Yeah, you had the hats. You
know what I'm saying? I'm saying
we had a lot of things.
That's what I'm trying to say. I had the Clue lace with Clue.
Clue lace.
I was modeling.
2016.
I was modeling a whole lot at one time. That was where the money was coming from when I was getting the popularity. I was modeling for stores. I was modeling for brands. Then I was doing pop-up shops. You know what I'm saying? So I was focusing on everything that I could do from popularity. And that's what people that do content just do content, be like, yo, this is gonna be dope, I'm gonna put it up. And you gotta watch YouTube. If you get popular, you can send people to the YouTube, you can make it work for you.
Facts.
What's a niche that you may have? You know what I'm saying? You can do events that can help to make you popular and help you build relationships with other people. And then once you build the relationship, Kim Kardashian will come sit next to you in your kitchen.
Easy.
She'll take the car service. Oh, well, you in the hood, you in a nice place, you in this place. I don't care.
They'll bring the shooters with them.
I got security.
Right.
I got security. Nobody don't want to get shot when I'm coming through that motherfucker. But because you got the relationship, you show people a good time. That's what I try to specialize in when people come to our stuff. I want you to have a good time. I want you to have a good time at our show. Right. When Benny the Butcher came, we have a chef. So we talked and we said, yo, why don't we get the chef to make some food for Benny? Do you think that that's a good idea? I was like, yeah, boom. we don't tell nobody. We just want it to be a surprise. You come to any podcast, and this was the idea before we even knew we was coming here to eat and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we like, yo, you don't come to a podcast and come to a show and they really have good food for you.
It's very rare.
And drink.
Right.
You're not getting that. Maybe this because this is a cooking show that you'll have food. But if you go to anybody else's show, there's no catering, there's no nothing there. Right. So that's marketing as well for our brand. So it just so happened that when Benny the Butcher came, he had left Sirius Satellite from doing 4 shows, and they was trying to find food.
They was trying to find a Chick-fil-A.
A Chick-fil-A. Because what people don't know is when people doing promo runs, for some reason, labels never schedule eating unless you're Beyonce. If you're Beyonce, they're going to schedule a meal. You know what I'm saying?
About it.
Anybody under Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, them, you got to keep it pumping.
They be all right.
Keep it pumping. Keep it working.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because B's going to get played no matter what. We throw that shit out the window. Somebody's going to catch it and play it. So she can take a break. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And adverse effect, I focus on the content more. So it's a struggle for both of us to blend those worlds together.
But if anything, it probably really helps. If he out there, he the street promo. You internet promo pretty much.
But the eventuality, when we sat with Benny the Butcher, he talked about how West Side went first. And that gave him the confidence, the blueprint to further along. So we both have to like piggyback off each other. You feel me?
Right.
So like when he's doing merch now, I'm gonna have to do it. Because if they can do it and they're successful, Benny said, hey, I'm not a merch dude. You know how much he made after he broke off all his dudes?
How much?
6 figures.
6 figures.
That was his first good run.
Yes.
That wasn't
That's
like
the
right
first.
now.
Yeah.
We're talking about years ago.
Years ago.
Yeah.
We're not talking about right now.
That's crazy.
Yes.
And that's an issue sometimes when you have multiple people. Like, people will call me and be like, yo, if you go too far past what Hynaken's doing, it's gonna look crazy. If he go too far left from what you're doing, it's gonna look crazy. You have to move in unison. Right. It's like the locks. If I decide to juice and I'm looking svelte and or like this, and he's not juicing, and he looks like he got sugar diabetes or some shit like that.
That's why I haven't been drinking. I've been cutting down on that.
We're gonna look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they be like, one person got to bring the other one up in all different shape, forms, and fashions.
And still kind of come up meet in the middle type vibe.
So, yeah, and like when I see clips, I study. I'm like, all right, this is what these shows are doing. This is the content they're providing. I'll go there and dissect it. He'd be like, when did I say that? Just post that shit up.
Just post that shit.
Yo, bro, I'll look. There's a lot of clips we don't post. Right. Because the more popular you get, you can't say shit no more. You can't let nobody say shit.
Yeah.
Trust me on that.
You gotta be safe.
Bro, we just be like this. If they ever find this piece, let it be on their own accord. Right. But we're not going to be the deciding or driving factor.
It's mad shit out there that people don't even like.
Yo, bro.
That's how we know. No, that's how we know people ain't watching it all the way through.
Yes.
That's the thing too. A lot of people are just clip watching.
Shit going crazy.
I wish I could turn that.
What is that?
No, it's water. It's
ice makers. But we normally turn it off. You know, we was moving. We was moving.
Niggas that got ice makers
need ice.
No, they fuck lit ice. Oh, pardon me. You married?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you used to fuck lit bitch.
You still gotta be a pimp, I'm married.
Yo, you a pimp, nigga.
She know me.
My wife.
I know the style of chicks that got ice makers.
If I wasn't a pimp, my wife wouldn't want me.
That's a fact. You know? That's a fact.
Especially if she a good one, you know. She had to know who you was beforehand.
You gotta have some pimping in you.
Yeah.
So like, why did I like this nigga in the first place?
You had to be that. You had to be that boy.
So what's on your mind, man? What you think?
But when it came to you were talking about the content and not being able to say anything.
Yeah.
You used to get spicy with the scumbag situation. So did you never get any type of backlash from that? With dealing with the shit you were saying and doing on that?
I'm gonna keep it real. Because once you're rocking with Fifth, it's the Trinity. You're either under Fifth, Diddy,
right?
And what's the other thing? Fifth, Diddy, and Jay-Z.
Okay.
If you're under those three, now it's like, and people know Fifth watch.
They gonna let you slide a little.
No. People know Fifth watch all the shit. So it's like Fifth is letting him do whatever he want. Because it's only a couple of people we couldn't talk about. Chris Brown, we couldn't say nothing negative. They have a real dope relationship.
Okay.
He never said that out loud, but it's that close that we knew better.
Right.
And there was one other person. Other than that, he did not give a fuck.
That's
Like,
wild.
I still remember when Young Dolph came, R.I.P., and he wanted to meet Fifth. And I said, yo, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. He don't want to see you niggas.
He came in, though, didn't he?
No, he changed his mind.
And
Said, I'll do that. But I said one thing, though. Fifth might walk to you. Just let him talk to you first.
Yeah.
And he might talk to you. He might walk in.
Niggas be killing me, schooling niggas on rappers
No.
on how to meet
How to approach
No, because you know what?
The fact that people actually
No,
pass this
no.
along and somebody's actually
No, you know why?
It's like
because you're not getting
astonishing to me.
No, you know why? Because we kept seeing niggas meeting him doing weird shit. Wilding, freezing, not talking. We're like, yo, this is getting out of hand. Here's the protocol on how to maneuver.
Right.
It's just game. That's it. I didn't want to tell him this, but you see dudes.
Some niggas need it, pretty much.
Listen, there's a couple of
Everybody
niggas
don't
from
know
Philly
how to just do their thing
that was
and be-
famous for doing skits that met him. It was just a nightmare when Fifth came up to them. It just became a nightmare. But to go back to the story, Fifth walks into the room.
Right.
He stops talking. He like, this is all on video. Whoa, I'm a fan. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Fifth sits down and says, yo, I don't normally do this. He'll tell you, I don't want to see you niggas. And he looked at me and said, oh, this nigga kept the G with me. You know, so that's why I was able to get, in my opinion, get away with saying a lot of this shit I was saying for the most part. But it backfired. It didn't backfire publicly, but behind the scenes, yeah. People might be like, I don't want to work with him. I'm not going to go up there to do interviews. Joe Budden at one point was like, I'm not going up to This Is 50 unless this person sits with me. I don't want none of these other dudes sitting with me because I don't want to be asked these questions.
Right.
He specifically said that. So,
that's crazy.
So if you don't see it publicly, privately, it will backfire on you.
It may have some type of hindrance on who you work with.
Listen, they're going to collect the rent on you when you talk spicy, whether you see it or not.
I think that shit just makes it a little hard. We're supposed to be in a space where you're supposed to be expressing your opinion. You're supposed to be able to speak how you want to speak, because that's part of why people will fuck with you directly. Like, you know what I'm saying? They fuck with Esso because of how Esso carry it.
I don't know what you're saying, because I was the #1 proponent that when I got on the shows, I said, I'm not doing that.
Not saying certain shit.
I'm not. It ain't even about certain shit.
Not being clickbaity though, but just keeping it a bean.
That's tough now, bro. I'm telling you.
What's keeping it a bean? Your opinion about what you don't know about?
No, I mean, things you do know about. Like, I seen you ate at the table, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not talking about with me. I'm talking about
in general.
Take me as a person that's on the show, right? And I'm giving you my opinion. You saying about the people who talk spicy and give their opinion. Their opinion is based upon people they really don't know.
Gotcha.
And situations you have no idea about.
Right.
The reason why niggas in the industry fuck with me because I've been there and I know it. Like, for example, I when we first started, I said Hynaken, he would be like, yo, let's get this person, this person, that person. I'd be like, I can't get them motherfuckers. He said, why? I said, they don't want to do interviews. He was like, why? Swear to God, I was like, you didn't know niggas don't want to do this interview shit? I was like, this is real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And as we go along, as we got more in depth, he saw niggas really don't want to do interviews. It don't make sense. I'm putting myself out there for somebody who's trying to keep it real
and critique it
and trying to. It makes no sense.
It's Russian roulette with
Right.
a high probability of failure.
Yeah. So it makes no sense. So why would I come out and do it? That was the sense of what we had when me and him came to Math's show. That was a difference. Now, real industry dudes is like, oh,
I can see these. Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
They know. I can come there. I'm not going to be caught up with all these wild questions that I might get caught up with, because when people are just saying wild shit, I'm the one telling them, yo, that's not how that goes. This is how it goes on our side. And it's a lot of walls you have to break down. When y'all see the Benny the Butcher interview that we did, I think that's going to be a very pivotal interview for us.
Yes.
not because for the reasons of Benny Butcher was on the side of these other people who didn't understand the business and how things go. Now he expresses he's behind the curtain now. And he understands things a whole lot better from the business end, from the marketing end. He done been under Eminem. He's being schooled by Jay-Z. He's managed by Roc Nation. He understands the business behind the business now.
It's a different paywall.
And he said it's a whole different vibe, and that's what we are trying to expose to people. Is the stuff that you don't know, and they and like I said, at first they would be like, I don't agree. Now more and more is like, what?
They trying to listen.
But you know what it is though? Over time, our results were way more than the failures. We especially more me. I'm gonna be opinionated on things I've seen. When I said Meg Thee Stallion's gonna cry on camera, everybody called me a woman hater, a liar, and she did it in 3 months. You know, like it's so much. The Brittany Griner thing, we broke that down. Everybody's like, oh, no, that's not true.
We broke that down for the arms deal, I swear to God, and it was true.
Yeah. Nobody knew. I said, yo, they want to give the arms dealer. That's like, you're crazy. Where are you making this up?
Arms dealer, I was like, yo, it's real. He showed it to me. And everybody, oh, you're just going to agree with him. I'm like, and the one thing we don't do is we don't agree.
We don't agree.
Right.
And then what else? The Jamaican KFC thing. I remember I was like, yo.
The McDonald's in Orlando.
Oh, when we talk, because I said there's a famous McDonald's in Orlando.
Right.
But it looks like McDonald's on the outside, but it's a gourmet restaurant.
Yeah, I've been there, but I want to know what you had to say about the Jamaican KFC. I've been there too.
Okay, so people that don't know, Jamaican KFC is like lit, like bomb shit. It's not like how it is in America. So when we had Junior Reed, Math was like, yo, give us some questions. I said, bro, this is going to sound crazy, but talk about jerk chicken and Jamaican KFC. He's like, no, thank you. I said, you're right. And I asked him. Everybody killed me, whatever. The very next day, Young Miami, a.k.a. Carisha, says, Jamaican KFC.
That was JT, one of them.
One of them is overrated. Goes viral. I said, Math, do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm not here to make this show seem like some goofball shit.
Yeah, but it's shit that people talk about.
Yeah.
Because it is talked about. Because me and my wife went through about that Jamaican fucking KFC.
See?
They out there selling ass in front of that joint. And that line long as shit,
Yes,
too. It took us an hour to get food at that KFC.
And then when he's breaking down the industry, how it works.
Ain't no jerk chicken.
And it's hard for people. I'll give you an example. The Ice Spice situation. When we was like, Esso broke down why certain artists don't make it past their first song, he was giving the predictions. So now, Ice Spice goes past all of Esso's predictions. People are celebrating. Ah, he's finally wrong, right? Oh, he hit him with the hammer. He said, you know why I was wrong? The same shit you said don't exist. She's under the biggest marketing promotion budget money of all time. She's never gonna lose.
She's with Lucian Grain.
Game over.
Lucian Grain's just on Backfield. We gonna be the biggest shit in the world.
Dude, he signed Bagfield. No podcast will be bigger than us.
We'll be the biggest thing in the world.
What? Bro, my mom's is gonna be in Canada, bro.
All phone
phones
is
changed.
He on a whole nother level.
What?
Don't even
try.
Do you know what?
I'm out there. I'm in London with Sir Lucian Grange. You know, I'm planning on shooting at Buckingham Palace or some shit.
And, I'll tell him, night both of us, Sir Hynaken and Sir Esso.
Yeah, on camera, nigga.
Yes.
Yo, wow. No, Lucian is that dude. Y'all ready
I'm glad you know.
No,
Am I ready for
Because a lot of niggas don't know.
Yeah. Am I ready for what?
That food.
Yeah, I thought I heard you say something about some turkey wings or something.
Nah, she came through.
Please believe that. I need that.
Probably better than that. But y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Smooth. Got Esso in the building, Hynaken in the building. It's Cooking Up 215. We be right back.
Oh, we cooking.
It's our favorite part of the show.
That's your favorite?
Yes, sir. Ah, chef, what you got cooking?
You already know.
Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, and it is my favorite part of the show. It's time to get into that food. And y'all know my girl, Chef Dina, because she comes through all the time. She carries it every time she comes. We got Esso in the building, Hynaken in the building. Dina, what you got for me?
Today we have our papaya teriyaki chicken over a bed of quinoa, wild rice, and asparagus.
Some fresh asparagus too.
Yes.
She just grilled this up with the seasonings on it, you know what I'm saying? With some garlic in the pan. You know, I love some garlic in my asparagus.
Absolutely.
Y'all had some papaya before?
Nah.
You know, niggas don't get papaya all the time.
Not all the time.
You ain't this dance ain't getting like this, you know what I mean? Look,
I'm ready for it.
you ready?
Trying to bring us to Aruba. All right,
Listen, man, you ain't bringing it right to the hood. That's how we get down.
Listen.
I came in here starving because Cosmic F told me about Chef Dina already.
All right.
Yeah, Kev ate good when he came too. We had a good joint. And he had pineapple on his joint, so we got papaya. We be showing off. We be showing off. We be killing.
Like keep the fruits going,
You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, tell the people how they get with you.
You can follow me at G Kitchen on Instagram, GKitchen__. That's JIE Kitchen __. Listen,
man, you already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, Chef Dina, Esso Hynaken. It's Cooking Up 215. Let's get back to the show. Let's go. Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, and we right back at it. We're still here with Esso Hynaken in the building. Chef Dina laced this, man. You know, this that time. It's the time everybody be waiting on when pick up them forks and see what it's hitting for.
This right here. This is the intermission we was waiting for.
Yeah, Sersky, you know what I mean? You gotta say the best part for last.
Oh yeah.
I ain't all done. Waiting on that.
Where you found it at?
Chef Dina. I probably Dina, how we oh she had to leave. But it's Instagram. Like a lot of times it just be me looking through people, you know, like, yo, would you be interested in coming on the show? You know, nowadays it's vice versa. A lot of people hit me up and offer their services, but Dina been here, you know, since we restarted this situation.
Restarted?
Yeah, so we originally started 2015.
Wow.
This before, like, podcast was getting visual like that.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was just more a show. I was inspired. I used to watch Breakfast Club all the time.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, man, the city needs something. We haven't got nothing where, you know, we could go share our stories. So we put this together, and we always in this kitchen like it. We always here eating, and it's a vibe, and always like, damn, I wish I could share that with the world, because this shit be popping. And it's always just a dope situation. And bang, we made it. 2018, I stopped. And we jumped back on it in like 2020.
What, life shit, money shit?
I started a lounge. So that, you know, this shit wasn't bringing in the money. So I'm like, I need something that's gonna bring in some, you know, some paper immediately. Started a lounge. I'm thinking I'll be able to put somebody in there and they're gonna run it. Of course, that shit don't never go that way for you.
They gonna steal.
Yeah, so, and I was a little younger, so I wasn't, you know, hip to the game like that. So I had to start working there. I'm there like there 24/7, like every day. I'm the one opening it. I'm the one closing in it. So it actually just became a whole new life. I wasn't able to keep up with the show, so this kind of like fell back and we kind of fell off. But we started back up 2020. I had a fire. The lounge burned down. It was a hookah lounge, of course. It ain't burned because of hookahs, though. It burned because of grease fire.
Grease fire, that's ill. I've been through a couple of fires, so
yeah. Me being me, I was young, not knowing everything. Of course, jumping in the shit before learning everything. So I didn't have a hood and all that type of shit that you needed for those type of situations. You know, but I think everything happened for a reason. Because that shit, I wouldn't have been able to do that shit forever. I'm not standing here all the time dealing with people, the constant promoting and all that shit. It's a lot. We used to do good, don't get it fucked up. Like DJ RL and my cousin, they was my partners. So of course RL, he bringing basketball stars. PD Crack came through. I mean, we used to have him coming through, and we was right at 53rd and Market. So
shout out to PD, that's my guy.
Yeah, PD came through. Like we used to have that shit rolling. But nah, I would do it again, but I would definitely make sure it's something that I can not be in it all the time. Like I gotta be able to have somebody who can run it. I can't be hands on all the time.
I can't be on camera in Philly and not shout out some people though while we eating dinner.
Do your thing.
I gotta shout out definitely Cosmic Kev, that's the big bro. Gotta shout out Mike Knox, that's my guy.
Knox, my guy.
PD Crack, that's my guy. Dutch, that's my guy. Spades, that's my guy. OT Real. OT the Real, that's my guy. Is there anybody else that I forgot?
Oh, there's so many. Listen, I remember I was at a Wawa. A young dude approached me by the name of Bucks, B-U-X. Yeah, he just was like, "What you doing out here?" He's like, "We always out here, bro."
Dr. Bucks, Dr. Gilly and Wallow too, because Wallow shows me mad love every time that I see him.
That's fire.
And Gilly's Cosmic Kev's right hand man. Cosmic Kev is my man. Well, shout out to Gilly and Wallow too. I know it's somebody I'm forgetting though. Shout out to Hip Hop since 1987. But they based out here.
Yeah, I just did an interview with them too.
Yeah, still somebody else.
They interviewed me.
There's still somebody else that I'm missing on, bro. Shout out to Philly. Philly's good.
Young Chris, he showed us love.
Shout out to Young Chris, definitely. Shout out to Young Chris. Like Philly shows us a lot of love. This is a big market for us, so
yeah,
huge.
Yeah,
it might be our second.
No,
Atlanta's our second.
Atlanta's our second. Philly's like I third, but
Atlanta's
Philly,
my third. New York is my second.
Yeah, Philly, we got a lot of love in Philly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
So yeah, when we be out here, they be tripping like, "What y'all doing out here?"
New York like our cousins, man.
That's what we say.
I always say that.
Yeah, New York is like our cousins.
Oh, shout
We
to
fuck with
Ness.
each other.
Shout to Ness too, yo.
Yo, the wildest part, everybody who y'all named is only like probably two that I haven't had on the show. PD Crack has never came up here. He came through the lounge, but he never came to the show. And I had Ness, I had Chris, I had Kev, I had all of them. Like all them dudes, they came on the show before. Knox came on the show. You know what I mean?
Yo, Lay Banks is watching this. Oh, shout out to Black Dinero.
Yeah.
What's the other dude?
Oh, Wallow. I didn't get Wallow.
Filthy. What's the other dude?
Filthy.
That's another dude that we with.
Filthy Rich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Filthy Rich.
Yeah, Rich. And
I want Lay Banks on my 8-bar clips. Yeah. I've been trying to get Lay Banks on my 8-bar clips. I don't know what's going on.
I'm trying to get Lay Banks myself, my brother. That's the crazy part.
It ain't just me.
You.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay.
Lay must be booked and busy because I've been trying to get my hands on my daughter asks all the time. Is you gonna get Lay? Because I got like my son is a big fan of Leaf and Kwani and all of them. I had Leaf Ward, I'm in talks with Kwani. He been supposed to come. We gonna tap in, but
they show love.
Lay is like I cannot. I even had Sloan, and I know that they, pretty much on like the same type situation.
Shout out to Quilly too. He showed us love.
Shout out to Quilly. Word out.
Maybe after you see this, he'll come. Cause Quilly.
Hey, I mean,
Quilly got prices, man. Quilly, you can rap with me.
Shout out to Quilly though.
Word. Quilly be working. I was just talking about that too. Like Quilly has mastered, having that core fan base. Like weird though. He'll always be good. If he drop music, he got people that's always gonna fuck with it no matter what. And I was trying to explain to people how important that is. You know what I mean? You gotta focus on giving your core some quality content sometimes because they the ones that's gonna support you. And you're not out here all the time.
People don't know how to market and promote that.
That's tough. They just figure I'm gonna put it out and everything will do the rest. And
it don't work like that.
They don't definitely work like that.
And you gotta build with your people. Because my thing was trying to explain the importance of what we do, of podcasting. Because I feel like sometimes with artists, it's overlooked and it's always like as if.
I don't feel like I'm a podcaster though.
Yeah, it's kind of
terminology.
It's this thing.
It's the only terminology I think that they have to put us somewhere. But when you add a camera on it, then you become a YouTuber. So you're a YouTuber and a podcaster.
You a host for you're a
show. You're a personality host. Now.
Yeah. There you go.
So it depends upon wherever you want to go with. So I'm not a podcaster. That's my whole point. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is though, because so when I used to call this a podcast, the person who do a lot of research with me, Fame, she used to be my co-host. She used to be upset this is not just a podcast, it's a show. But the problem is you kind of take yourself out of some good areas when you take that podcast off. If it's not a podcast, you lose a couple streams of revenue. The fact that you add podcasts on is where you get those audio dollars. And a lot of people still focused on the audio visual dollars. Yeah, we focus on the visual, but those big companies that's really signing people, sometimes they still stuck on the audio part.
It's about retention.
Yeah.
If once they see you've committed past 7 minutes and 30 seconds, then they're like, all right, we can run ads through this. That's why with YouTube videos, if it's under 8 minutes, you're only gonna get one commercial. But once you go over 8, now you can put multiple commercials in the video. And then that jumps your dollar value up. And especially in this day and age, we got so many distractions on our phone. Just our phone by itself. If it doesn't even ring, you got video games on it. You got people got stock options. Like when Esso was working with the stock market and the money shot up, he's just like, yo, bro, this is addictive. this is my new hobby right here.
Right.
So just think about all the things that's here to distract you. So if you can get people to invest at least 7 minutes and 30 seconds into you, you're valuable. You're valuable. They're gonna be like, oh, this person pressed play. It's up. Because, you know, you got to really feed the audience the right way if they're going to invest that click in you. It's not like before where it just had a few channels. You had cable network.
Yeah. It's different. You got, like you just said, it's too many things that you know what I mean? It's a lot of competition out here.
How about this?
Let's put it that way.
I didn't even mention if you a dude in the streets and you got multiple chicks. That's going to eat up your time. So... You know, so that's what it is when you want to really give that value.
No, fact. But let's talk about y'all when it comes down to, you know, giving that value with Bad Fuel. We were just talking about how I started, stopped with Bad Fuel. Y'all went through a couple runs. Y'all on like a third or fourth run right now? About the third time?
Second.
Second time? Okay.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the first time we stopped was because of Corona.
Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't like we willingly stopped or anything.
No, it's always normally an outside thing.
Corona hit, and our cameraman just bailed on us at the time.
Oh, damn.
He had a lot of other things going on. Like he had kind of bailed on us before. And then he had some family people pass away.
Like crazy shit.
So it really took his mind away. You know, his nephew passed away. He's really a family guy.
His
Nephew passed away, and then right after that, his mother passed away.
Damn.
And then an aunt passed away. Like it was like back to back to back.
Because of COVID? Was it like COVID?
Multitude of things.
The nephew was like a car accident.
Damn.
Another just got sick.
That's hard.
But he was already kind of gone prior to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's not why he stopped. You know what I'm saying? That was just the final part of it. If you understand what I'm saying. So he had kind of bailed on us, and Hynaken was just like, "This is what we gonna do. We gonna go back." With some funny shit. Him I got food in my teeth. I'm gonna tell the story, but this is some funny shit. He said, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go rip all this shit and make new clips. I'm gonna just go through everything that we ever did and anything that's relevant. We gonna make new clips. We're gonna post these motherfuckers."
Repurposed.
Yep.
Right? So he repurposes mad shit. A while he's repurposing it, this is still just Bad Fuel. He's like, we gonna do this as 50 together. I wasn't doing this as 50 before. He's like, they asked me to do the interviews, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna do them with you. I was like, all right, we'll see if this one's gonna work. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? It worked. We started doing interviews. That's when I started kind of like getting better. Because right before Corona hit, I had just did my first show, whereas I forgot that the camera was on. Because I used to always know the camera was on and stuff like that. But I was like, well, I used to try everything. I'm gonna wear sunglasses. I'm gonna drink.
Working it,
I'm gonna smoke.
Figure it out.
I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying. I'm gonna try water. Like, I'm trying every fucking thing to just get comfortable. And then finally, one day, I was thinking to crib. I was like, nobody is actually seeing me when I'm doing it. It's not like it's live to the world, right? So right after that, we did a show, and it worked for me. So after that, Corona hit. So then when we did the This Is 50, that was just like me getting a chance to work out
Yep.
That was like me being in college. Like, I'm a ball player in college. I just got my deal. I'm a freshman, and now I'm working on my game now against high power competition. It ain't like it's people don't know. It's Angela Yee. It's the mayor of New York. You know what I'm saying?
Jermaine Dupri. Steven Jackson.
Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they all doing this at 50. So I'm working it out like, yo, cool. Like we on top of it. And that's when, like, after Corona came out, Han was like, I was like, yo, this is better because we doing this and doing that. He was like, yo, this is real shit. He was like, this ain't gonna work soon for you. I was like, why you say that? He's like, because people gonna want to start to see us. They're gonna want to start to see us in person. I was like,
so the This Is 50 thing was just straight audio?
No, it was via Zoom.
Okay.
It was during Corona.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, soon people gonna want to start seeing us. I was like, man, ain't nobody gonna want to be seeing us. I'm trying to figure out how we gonna make money.
Yeah. That's always been the objective.
That's always my number one thing. How the fuck we gonna make some money off this shit? Because if we not making some money off this shit, I can't do this shit, Hynaken.
Right.
And him and my wife today encouraged me, like, be patient, bro. Nah, bro. I'm used to this and this. And my wife was like, yo, it makes you feel good. Just focus on that. And whatever money you don't make, I'll make up the money and I'll pay the rest of the bills. If you don't make no money.
Right.
So she's like, you can go on, think about whatever you want to think about, or
Take
whatever.
off. Yeah.
If you don't make no money, you good. If you make money, do your thing.
Right.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm all in.
They don't understand how much pressure that take off your back. Cause that's all, as men, that's what we worry about. We providers, we take care of everything.
Yeah.
So like my wife, I was like, man, this shit is killing me. I'm putting every dollar into it.
That's
and she
how it
was
go.
just like, I got you. Like, do what you gotta do. Even if you want me to put in something too, whatever you need, I got you. It's like when you hear that from a woman, that shit carries.
But
it means
the
a lot.
pressure expands differently, bro.
Yeah.
Because we're
We feel
black
it so
men.
crazy.
We're supposed to look like gods. We're supposed to carry ourselves. And Esso used to be like, the days of podcasters wearing whatever they want and doing whatever they want is over. Your jewelry got to be on point. Your body language, your posture. Then you got to be able to speak, be funny, knowledgeable, be vulnerable. Then they'll be like, oh, okay, I think he's kind of good.
And depending upon what guests you got, if you in the hip hop world, get you some security.
Yeah.
Like this is real deal. Like
This is the rap game now.
It's
the rap game now.
And Esso was the first one to say that.
I was
Real
telling
shit.
You said that?
Real long time ago.
This shit is so the rap game. It's so many beefs and oh shit, y'all got your own beef. But yeah, it's really like that. Y'all might not be beef with them, but you know what I mean. Where it's like niggas was fucking with certain people and y'all not on some discrepancies. There you go.
Listen.
You know how that shit goes.
I'm not beefing with anybody. Okay. I love everybody that loves me.
You know what I like about y'all is that y'all went through the shit with math and then you can still go through and see the content. Like nobody was ever on like no whole shit where they start deleting the pics and like act like it never happened. You know what I mean? When niggas go through breakups, that's what niggas do. Like
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't block Math until he blocked me.
Yeah.
I was like, I went to his page, I was like, Cause within the whole thing, I'm just like, yo, no matter what happens, like he knows what happened. Like there ain't no real beef. Like you decided to do what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It ain't no real beef. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If we was upset about not being on the show, because we had built something with you, but if you want to go the whole nother way, I'm not trying to fucking shoot nobody or be mad at anybody. It's not that deep. It was so not deep to me. I was like, yo, let's not even say nothing about it.
Yeah. We didn't say nothing legitimately for like a year. And, honestly, one of the fucked up pictures that got painted about us is we just took all the energy and our plan was to just spin off and do us. And Esso said, who the fuck wants to start over if you're doing 20 million views a month?
That's a fact.
Nigga, are you bugging?
Right. Why would we do that?
On purpose?
Didn't he say he don't yell?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking. At the beginning of this, did he say I'm the one to be yelling? But he's a.
Who wants to leave a juggernaut entity like that where all these people want to come and like, yeah, let's start from the bottom. See, I done been on multiple shows. I started over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to do that shit.
Right.
That was a big conflict between us. He's like, yo, let's do it. And I never expressed that to him until like months later. I just didn't want to do it again. I was tired. I was defeated by
We're a little older. We don't feel like all that having to rebuild all the time.
But here's what it is. Our back is against the wall. People are judging us differently. There is no other option. If we didn't do what we were supposed to do and he didn't lay out the plan, it'd have been worse than not doing anything at all.
Bro, it's when to go home.
That's it. We had no option.
That's what it is.
It's when to go home.
You gotta do it.
Most people in the situations that we have faced, because he wasn't the only person that stopped calling me. Ate at the table stopped calling me too.
After that situation?
Before, kinda. Like during.
What was that about though? Because you had a healthy relationship with Ate at the Table. Rico, my guy, I've been up there too.
Rico's my guy.
We just seen Rico last night.
Rico was with us last night.
Yeah,
sure. In the butcher shop. They stopped calling me too. You know, people in this type of thing, they don't take time. This is the thing about the black stuff, right? And I really want to say this. We don't take time to have conversations with people and explain anything. We think that we just stop calling. I used to pay you. I don't pay you now. So you're gonna have me on your platform for 2.5 years, and you're gonna beast off me. It wasn't like I was regular on Ate at the Table. I was a fucking monster, nigga.
Right.
Okay? So you're gonna beast off me. You paid me shorts, and I took the opportunity to be like, yo, I'm gonna take the opportunity. You can pay me shorts because it's gonna give me exposure. Right. So you pay me shorts, you go on, you blow up more than you ever did during my time.
Right.
I'm not saying it was all on me because everybody else contributed.
Yeah.
It was a collective.
It was
synergy there too.
It was the proper chemistry.
I can name the people. Like I'm not even gonna go into that, but everybody knows who was there at that time. So we had the synergy there too. You decided to go a whole nother route. You don't have no conversations with anybody or do anything. Cool. That's what you did. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to another platform and they basically do the same thing. There's no professionalism and standard of business in this scope of realm of podcasting and YouTubing. There is no standards. The standard is if Joe Budden did it, I can do it. If Joe Budden gets rid of castmates and brings other castmates on, I can do it.
Yo, that's a real shit. Joe Budden is the blueprint for everybody else to do business and podcast.
I don't know if Nori and Gilly and them do that because I don't. Gilly and them stayed together. Nori, I don't know who was not on there. I think everybody's still there.
Well, I fuck with Gilly and them, but they went through their shit too.
Yeah, with the producer.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So it's always like we're gonna watch and see what these other guys do instead of saying like when I fucked with him, I said, yo, we gotta always be of standard.
Yeah.
And I said,
legendary.
If we interview J. Cole, or if we interview Corey Guns or DC Wave in New Orleans or Dice Peso or Jim Jones, they're all the same.
Yeah.
They all get treated with respect.
Facts.
They all men, they all women, they all are working. This is how I want to be. I want to give black people a chance to control the media. People get comfortable and they say wild shit to us, and sometimes they be like, "Hey, yo, bro, can you take that out? I was tripping." All right, we take it out.
We take it out.
And it'd be the most important thing, the shit that'll do 500,000 views.
The shit you know that's gonna go.
Let me tell you something.
Yep.
Troy Ave said something crazy one time years ago. And yo, listen, they called me and asked me to take it out. Because Troy had hit my phone first and I didn't pick it up. I was just jammed up, and Whole Vein, RIP, called me. And he said, can you please take that out? And I had to go to the office
You good?
and tell them that because, you know, it's revenue.
Right.
This drama sells. You know, it's not comfortable life, but the dollar value, you will see a noticeable difference.
Right, it's definitely gonna take a spike.
And we took it out. There's other people we took shit out for. That's why.
We take it out, bro.
Yeah, we don't.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be a part of.
It's not worth the headache.
If it goes viral because we had a regular conversation or whatever, then that's different. But I'm not gonna be a part of none of that. I don't believe in clickbait. We watch our words. But people be like, y'all should change y'all words and all that. Yeah, if we sensationalize it, it's cool.
It'd be different.
But everybody, I'm not just living off of content. Mm-hmm. I'm doing other things. I'm working with record labels. I'm selling clothes. You diversify your portfolio, not just with stocks.
Yeah.
Well, how I carry myself matters.
Facts.
People trust me.
Yep.
That they don't trust other people. That's crazy. When I start off and said, people don't sit down and talk to people like us because they don't trust us. So if they trust me, and you're watching the camera, you got to know that that's been of value.
Right.
I'm gonna make this statement. Like this is a Jim Jones statement. Real shit. Jimmy said, Esso, this is what separates you from everybody else. And I don't talk in we because Hynaken is different and I don't want to speak for him. He's a grown man. Right. And I don't know if he wants people to know certain things. So I speak in myself singularly so the weight would fall on me. Jimmy says to me, yo, you are the reason why the podcast and YouTube game is fucked up right now.
Yep.
He says it's not Joe Budden's, it's not Nori, it's not Gillian Wallow, it's not even Mav. You fucked the whole game up. I said, why the fuck would you say I fucked the game up? You know what I'm saying? He said, because people think they could actually be you.
Yep. And I told him this. I said, you know what the problem is? They're watching and they're saying, I can have the same charisma. I can talk the same way. I watched dudes after he did the You Love Him, because body language, posture, he got it. He's an athlete. So
they changed their whole vibe.
So I'm looking, I'm like, yo, bro, he bitched your whole shit. He'd be like, whatever.
Yeah.
3 weeks later.
Yeah, I'll be like, this nigga bit my whole shit. But then I say Hynaken, he can't keep up.
No, he can't keep up.
Because this is really me.
That's the difference.
You have to go act. This is really me.
Here's the thing too. You know, when I first started this content thing and people didn't know what it was like really NBA dudes playing against kids, meaning you could ask dumb questions, you can ask the generic shit. People hadn't seen this. Now that the audience is sophisticated, a lot of people are in this space now. You're seeing who's getting trimmed off. So Esso and I, we don't talk about how we're gonna speak to the guests, but psychologically we both are on a mental wavelength to give the best level of conversation, the best level of advice. That's what be like, yo, even though this interview's about them, I'm gonna get my shit off. Nobody had seen that before. I was like, I don't know. He said, I didn't know.
But let's be straight. I didn't know I was getting my shit off.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? This is what people got to understand. I was just coming. He was like, you can't do this or you shouldn't do this. So I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then I just let it go.
I'm just going to be me. He's like, you need to watch this. I'm not going to watch content.
Right.
So if you want me to watch content, Hynaken,
it's not gonna. The show, Backview wouldn't work if he watched content. I'm gonna keep it real.
Because he would change some things. I feel like subconsciously you make changes because of the shit you see. It's like music. It's like when you're doing music, you hear shit and influence you. Without you even knowing, you influenced.
Yeah.
And you start doing a little shit different.
And that's why I don't watch people's shows past like a certain amount of time, because when it comes to greatness, we psychologically and naturally want to emulate greatness on even a small scale. Thanks. And you'll start taking things that you see people doing because it works, it's captivating. So I'm very careful how I absorb content. As we're doing more workload, I used to binge watch a lot of shows. I've cut that down by 90%. It was fucking up my work. I wasn't getting shit done.
That binge watching shit will stop you from doing everything.
Yeah, content, I get pieces. I'll watch an interview just to make sure I don't recreate the same question. So if you had Benny the Butcher on before us, I would watch and say, all right, he asked this, this, and this. These questions are scratched.
He don't even gotta do that because I'll be like, do you believe in extraterrestrials?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is asking that?
Right. You
Nobody.
ask some other shit, period.
Yeah, like I'm not even thinking about.
What I had to figure out was that it's just like sometimes, like even y'all had your situation. Y'all been on every podcast talking about that shit, but it's like my audience. Some people in my audience may not have heard it, so I try not to ever go look at other people's shit because then you'll start, like you said, avoiding questions. But the whole time, yeah, they said it on there, but Philly is like its own little island. They don't see all the shit that everybody else seen. So
let me drop a bomb on you. Let me jump in.
Go for it.
On your side.
Yeah, go for it.
Hynaken just did a show, right? He did the show. Everybody that we used to do the show. See, it's funny that you say that we've been on all the shows and say it because we would be like, I would be like, if you want me on your show, don't ask me about math. That would be my first thing. Don't ask me. If you want me on your show to ask me, don't have me on your show. A couple of people got slick, cut him up. One dude tried to get slick, cut him up and all that type of shit, right? So we moved forward. So Hynaken is at the point of like, we gotta talk about this to people. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want them to get the wrong idea upon what's going on. Right? There's only one show that we went on and it was cool with it. It was the Empty Thoughts show. Yeah. They asked us one thing about math and we moved on, right? Yeah. So Hynaken, so fast forward, Hynaken does this show that I did prior. So so of course they asked about math, although they had me on the show prior and asked me about math. And we try to tell people like we don't want to make it look like we don't want to make it look like we're bashing, but you want to get your information, right? So Hynaken's like, yo, listen, I don't really want to talk about that because that's kind of over, and you don't want to play somebody when you on camera. So he says, yo, he had a great piece about Dame Dash, and he says everybody has Dame Dash on their show, but all they ever want to ask him about is Jay-Z. So they ask him about all the same Jay-Z questions, but Dame Dash, and he's saying this, but Dame Dash is a fucking wealth of knowledge. He knows what's going on social media. He knows the ins and outs of the music business.
You said that.
Yes, I'm talking about him. Yeah. He knows how to make clothes and all this. So the dudes don't listen, right? Because they're thinking like you, right? Yo, my core audience they might not know about Hynaken's side of it. Right. And it's to the point of us like, who cares? Let them go find out over there. We still lit right now. Right. We lit and we don't even got that. We was up there for a year and 9 months of me, and we've been gone longer than we was on the show. Facts. So the shit doesn't even matter. Right? So let's go with the Dame Dash. And they don't go with the Dame Dash. Right? This is real shit. The clip goes nowhere. To the point that when I opened the clip, I said, why the fuck? I call him. We arguing about the clip. I'm like, why the fuck would they drop this stupid shit and put my name in it? Why the fuck they talking about math? Like, I don't understand it. He's like, I didn't do this. They cut the clip. So we go back and forth. So I call them. I speak to them about it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So Hynaken gets the other clip and drops it himself with Dame Dash. And that shit went fire. The nigga sent it. They all collaborated, and he sent it to Dame, and Dame accepted it. That's the biggest look. That's where I seen it at. I seen them fucking Dame. That's the biggest look ever they had for themselves. Yeah.
Not off the math shit.
Right.
That's and understand, Math is a top podcaster. I get it. You see the numbers. You want your YouTube revenue. I ain't mad. But all right, we sat down with Benny, right? He had his situation in Houston. I had to sit there and think, how am I going to ask him something that's very traumatizing? He almost lost his life and other niggas want to fucking clickbait on. Because now it's different when you've been in the tornado and people asking you these questions and the anxiety builds up. You understand? Yeah. When I used to see groups break up, I'd be like, why they never get back together? After this breakup we had, or, when we all separated, I get it now. People like, are y'all ever gonna go back? It's, you know what I mean? When you're on the other side, you feel it. Like, you get it. And again, with the audience is very intelligent and sophisticated. If they're interested in us, they've already seen the stories. So my goal would be, let me ask a new angle. And like, if I was gonna ask a math question and all of that, like, is there a way I can sit at a table and reconcile and become brothers again? I would come up with off the wall shit that is gonna be specialized for your piece of.
They don't even ask like, what did it feel like to do what y'all did?
Yeah.
Nobody never asked that.
You know what the crazy part? So it's like even like here we definitely like I feel like that's our main thing is like
of course,
avoiding all the bullshit. Like I'm so far removed, I don't have time for it, and I'd rather be known for just like you know what I'm saying. The fact that I brung a Kev and you like Kev talk. I didn't know you was gonna talk to Kev, so all that shit matters. Like I could call Kev and ask him. I could have clickbaited Kev and asked him about. He been through a lot of shit. He done dealt with every rapper in the city. I could find shit where you was beefing with XYZ, but I just don't do it because one, it affects your relationships, and two, I always feel like that shit just don't last long. The people that come to see that, they come to see that and they go. So that's why I didn't even want to say his name because I just don't do that.
And they cause a lot of trouble. I'm gonna take the words from Tony Yayo. It's like when he came on Mav's show, he was like certain levels of things like. Over here they fight. Over here they get shot. It's levels of shit.
Yeah.
They podcasting and YouTubing is teetering at the level of getting shot. It's what I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's getting to that level.
And I'm not putting it out there, but that's because people know that people are making money now. People are popping shit. People have a platform to talk without censorship.
Right.
You give any nigga a mic and say whatever the fuck you want to say and think they can go in that bathroom and nobody find them, they're saying it, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like this is a whole nother level. You can't go outside. That's why when we be places that people don't understand how big of a deal it is. You know I'm not popping shit because I'm really outside.
Yeah.
If I was popping shit and what I was saying wasn't facts and talking about people, I wouldn't be. Nigga, I'm impossible. I'm with people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
like
outside.
I fuck with people. That's the thing about when I'm saying about this thing, I really fuck with people that we're giving them the information and sometimes you don't absorb it or you take it or you see what you want to see. Right. And he calls them other people's minions. You know
that's it.
Yeah. Well, I know y'all gotta go. I want to touch on just what y'all, you know, plan for the future and the things y'all got going on now. And I know that you personally, you got air pollution with DJ Clue. How's that going?
Amazing.
It's going great. But he produces it.
You produce it?
I produce a lot of shows.
I fucking love it. Because I was
Space
wondering.
Ghost shoots it.
Yeah.
Huh? And Space Ghost is in it. I seen that the interview y'all had with Space, so I know that y'all kept Space on. And that's dope too.
We didn't keep Space on.
No. He didn't.
But Space is shooting it.
Yeah, but we don't have that language that we kept Space on. Space was at my expert opinion.
Right.
He knew the ins and outs of what happened. He gave them basically a ultimatum of like, yo, I don't feel like what was right. It wasn't right for how Esso and Hynaken was being done. Morally, of standards.
Yeah.
He said, yo, I'll give you time to sort this out in your mind, but yo, we need to bring them back because they're part of the whole sauce. If you don't bring them back, I'm going to bounce. And that's why
he bounced.
That's why he's with
Because I know he mentioned that he wasn't, you know, on the My Omissions joint that y'all did. Like he was, you know, pretty much made it seem like he wasn't getting his fair share neither. Like
and other aspects, everybody had issues. But this is what I want to say.
Because he didn't like how y'all got done.
This is what I want to say. I had lost my train of thought. Ish from Joe Budden's podcast made this grave point to us.
It's a great point.
We was on the phone. We was on a three-way call. He said the reason why I'm looked at differently, or people like me and Hynaken looked at differently, is we went to school. We got a foundation of school and business. A lot of these people in the music business are taken up off the ground, and now you got a record deal. Now you got to become a businessman on the fly. That's why you're having problems with the business, and the same thing is going on within the podcast space because it's the same style of people.
Bang, bang. You want us to close this out? 2024, it's about diversification. And so it was like, you need to diversify, and we're all diversifying because there's a new thunderstorm coming. In 2025, it's coming. Because we got a little, somebody gave us some advice for 2024. So we know a cheat code is coming. But because of that shit. No, we're not saying this shit on here. Only maybe 70 people in the world know this shit.
I got you.
But once they close it up, 2025, you gonna be so start diversifying right now. That's it.
I think I probably know what y'all talking about though.
No, you don't.
I plan to be on the radio though.
Yep.
Do voiceovers. BET.
Yup.
They shot me a call to do some work with them.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
outside.
So that's where I'm looking for. Radio, voiceovers, BET, bigger platforms, bigger things, bigger endorsements, and more money.
That's
More
it.
money. Keep working. I like what you said though about the marketing thing. I'm gonna take definitely. I've been doing that, but I'm gonna take it to another level due to what you said. I feel like that's dope. So
Bang,
I
bang.
mean, they dropped a lot of gems. They gave some game up. This was really dope, man. I appreciate y'all
No doubt.
coming. I mean, I feel like y'all gonna be that. I already know that. I see that. Y'all on your way.
Appreciate it.
It's gonna be major. I'm gonna enjoy watching it from the side.
We all
Oh,
outside.
follow Backfield and yo,
Yeah, definitely.
Nickels and Dimes. They sponsor
Salute to
me.
them.
Shout to Nickels and Dimes. Check them out. They sponsor me.
Haitian Zoes.
I've been wearing their clothes. They lit. They out of Boston. It's a black-owned company. Nickels and Dimes clothing.
And the other company you partner with,
Yumi Dubs.
They got their shirt on today.
UMIDUBS.com. Shout out to the black brands and everybody out there.
He
Holla at us.
got 3 hoodies that you can get. All
Get
signature hoodies
'em.
he created.
The UMIDUBS.com.
There you go, man. Make sure y'all tap in, support. That's we do this for y'all, so always make sure you support. Hit that subscribe button, man. If you tap in, and a lot of y'all watch but don't subscribe, please subscribe to the channel.
And hit the bell.
Yeah, hit the bell.
And that
Turn
like
the
button, too.
notifications on. But y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, Esso Hynaken. It's cooking up 215. Let's go.